am so not a children person. Like, I literally never gave a shit about kids. I didn't want to hold your kid. I didn't want to see pictures of your kid. Like, I did not give a about kids. I used to do a joke in my act about Amber Alerts. You guys get Amber Alerts? We all know them, right? First of all, did you guys know that your phone could make a noise that aggressive? Holy shit, it sounds like velociraptors giving birth. The first time it happened, I thought the aliens had landed. I was like, they found us. Even now, I know what it is, but it's so scary. I'm like, did I steal the kid? Is there a kid back here? And I did not give a shit about kids, so I always thought they should make an Amber Alert for people like me that's just way more mellow. Like, they should make an Amber Alert that's just, oh. Neener. Oh. Wow, look, a kid went missing. Sucks, but I'm not gonna do shit about it. You want me to go chasing this Nissan Sentra? I don't think so. Living with a baby is like getting PTSD in slow motion. I constantly smell phantom shit. I constantly hear crying. Sometimes it's the baby. I can't stand still anymore. I stand still and I'm automatically like, twinkle, twinkle. And babies are fucking manipulative. Oh, babies are not helpless. Oh no. Our baby will cry, and it'll start off like normal crying, like wah, wah, I'm hungry, wah, wah. But if 2 minutes go by and we haven't picked up the baby, oh, the crying ramps up. Then it's like, wah, wah, I'm hungry, bitches, get your asses in gear, wah, wah. And then if another 2 minutes go by and we still haven't picked up the baby, oh shit. This baby ramps it up to DEFCON 1. The crying becomes like not only so loud, but also just devastatingly heartbreaking. The crying becomes like, have you seen the first 10 minutes of Up? This baby is 3 weeks old. I'm pretty sure the baby has never seen a Pixar movie, but somehow the baby's like, oh my God! I can't believe his wife died! They never got to take their trip! Spoiler alert for Up. Sorry, the spoiler alert came after. Yeah, okay. My sister and I don't know shit about babies, which means we get to play this really fun game every day called, oh my God, is the baby dead? Every day. We just stare at it sleeping. We're like, did we kill it? We needed help, which caused us to do the most insane thing that two Korean sisters raising a baby can do, which is that we actually told our parents about the baby. And we were very on the fence. We had a whole plan. We were like, okay, we're gonna pretend like we're gonna do a huge fight. We can never be in the same room at the same time. You get the baby at Christmas, I'll take the baby at Easter. Like, we had this whole plan. And it was, you know what makes it more complicated telling our parents is that my sister got pregnant via anonymous sperm donor using a turkey baster. Like, imagine explaining that shit to white parents. And now imagine explaining it to Korean parents. Are you kidding? Their heads would fucking explode. We don't know how to say sperm donor or turkey baster in Korean. They never taught that shit in Korean language school. I was so stressed out in the middle of the pandemic, I tried to make an appointment with my doctor. And my doctor was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're only doing telemedicine. You can't come here. No, we're gonna Zoom like everybody else is doing. You can show me the body part that's wrong with you over your laptop and I will diagnose you over the internet. I'm like, that sounds like a security nightmare, but you know what? Google already has all the pictures of my tits, so whatever. So I make this appointment with my doctor, and I'm like, Doc, you gotta help me out. I am not doing well. I'm like not sleeping well, I'm grinding my teeth, I'm Asian. Please, help me out. And my doctor, God bless her, goes, Helen, have you tried meditating? Yeah. Bitch, I live in LA. I bounce up and down on a fucking yoga ball in the middle of my living room. I have fucking Deepak motherfucking Chopra going on in the background. I'm doing the Tibetan singing bowls. I've got the incense and the tea. I've got a yoni egg up my hoo-ha. Yes, I have heard of fucking meditation. But guess what? We're in the middle of the apocalypse right now. There's a global pandemic. Stand-up comedy is dead. I have lost half my income. Asian people are getting randomly attacked in the streets. I think we're a little bit past meditating, okay? Give me the fucking drugs, bitch. Let's triple up my Lexapro, pile on the Zoloft, give me the Xanax, crushed so I can snort it because I need it yesterday. Stop wasting my fucking time. Let's do this. She said no. Which is why I'm on 300 CBD edibles right now. I feel great. She goes like this. She's like, Helen, I'll make you a deal. I will write you a prescription for 5 Xanax. And once you get through the 5, you come back and see me. And if you're doing okay, I'll give you another 5. 5 fucking Xanax? That is what I sprinkle on my cereal in the morning. This bitch thinks 5 Xanax is gonna last me longer than 42 minutes? Get the fuck out of here. So I have a doctor friend. Because I'm Korean. And if we're not one, we know one. So I call my doctor friend, I'm like, yo, my doctor is being such a stingy bitch. She'll only give me 5 Xanax. What the fuck? Like, what is she afraid of? Like, what does she think is gonna happen? That I'm end up with no teeth, just sucking dick in an alley? And my friend goes, yeah. Yeah, that's the fear. And I'm like, ugh. Fine. Will you give me the Xanax? I have shitty friends. I learned so much about myself during the pandemic. That was the one good thing, right? It was like a time of self-discovery. I learned that nothing on earth, and I mean literally nothing on earth, will ever get me to read a book. Nothing, never. It's not happening. Didn't happen before the pandemic, not happening now. And it's not like I didn't have the time. So that excuse was complete bullshit. Yeah, I will get all the way to the end of Netflix and then start back over at the beginning of Netflix rather than crack open a book. It's just not happening. And I like to think of myself as an erudite, intelligent, some other smart word, person, but I just have to accept the fact that I am a dumb trash bag who just don't read. It's not happening. It's not happening. I also learned that I have zero ability to tell if someone is hot from here down. Oh. We all encountered this, right? COVID hot. Hot from the mask up. Right? You see someone at the grocery store, you're like, oh, yeah, ooh, yes, look at the eyes on you. Mm-hmm, come on over here. Then they pull their mask down, and you're like, whoa, yikes. Woofity woof, what happened there? I did not see that nose coming. Look at you, you've got big brown eyes and big brown teeth. Wow, check that out. We were always told that the eyes were the window to the soul. That's some bullshit. Now we know. This part of the face was doing all the heavy lifting. Like the mouth and the nose are the unsung heroes of hotness. Because you can see someone with really dark sunglasses and still tell if they're hot. But this is the wild, wild west under here. Things can go sideways really fast. And I know I've been tricking people too. Like if I'm masked up and someone way out of my league is hitting on me, I'm like, yo, I just want you to know. I know my eye makeup is on point right now, but I have my original Korean nose under here, so manage your expectation. We can still fuck. I mean, we can still do it. I have no problem. I can keep the mask on. You can imagine whatever you want is going on under here, but it's full disclosure. I was single when the Rona started, and surprise, still single. I can't believe how many people were dating during the pandemic. I would talk to people and I'd be like, wait, you're dating? Like how? Like how does that work? And they'd be like, oh, we go on FaceTime dates. I'm like, what? So you're just cam girling each other? You're just showing each other body parts and like jerking off at the same time over the phone? And they're like, no, Helen, come on. We talk and we get to know each other. And I'm like, when do you do it? And they're like, never. And I'm like, what? So you're just making a new friend? What? You're making a pen pal over FaceTime? That sounds horrible. Talking, that's the worst part of dating. I don't talk to the friends I have now. I don't need any more phone buddies. That's not dating, that's genuine human connection. Gross. Are we being blamed for the end of civilization? Not only are we being randomly attacked in the streets, but also our favorite masks are sold out. What the fuck? That was our thing. The mask thing was our thing. We've been on the mask tip for decades. Now suddenly the rest of you have jumped on board, and now I can't find my favorite mask brand anywhere. What's next? Sun visors? We also had to teach the rest of the world that China is not the only country in Asia. Like, I get it if you are mad at the Chinese government. I totally get it. The Chinese government is very fucked up, and they do a lot of fucked up things. But what does that have to do with the millions of Asians from all over Asia who don't live in China? I'm Korean. The worst thing we ever did was the Kia Optima. And we gave you K-pop. Yo, we gave you K-pop, Parasite, and Korean barbecue. So suck our fucking dicks. That we all get lumped in together. There are like 50 different countries in Asia. You can tell how varied Asia is by how crazy the stereotypes are. They're all over the place. Asians, we're supposed to be good at math and laundry. And shooting ping pong balls out of our vaginas. Come on. The same person can't be good at all three of those things. I can't do math. Or laundry. There are Asians that are like Russian, because they're from like Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan or one of the stands. So they look completely Asian like me, but then they open their mouth and they're like Ivan Drago from Rocky IV. Niet. I must break you. My fantasy is for one of these fucking coward, racist, piece of shit Asian attackers to try to fuck with an Asian Russian. Oh, a world of hurt. Every bone in their body is broken. Their whole family is dead. Their dog has been poisoned with plutonium. If he dies, he dies. I have a new type of person that I'm into now because of the pandemic. Yeah, I'm into doomsday preppers. Yeah. Remember when we thought doomsday preppers were just cuckoo pants weirdos? Like, look at this freak. He's digging an underground bunker. And then COVID happened, and we had the great toilet paper crisis. And now I'm like, yeah, climb into this bunker, baby. Now I'm on Tinder. If you don't have 30 cases of beans in your basement, swipe left, asshole. No 2,000 pack of mac and cheese, keep it moving. I want someone who's thinking long term. Because the toilet paper shortage was the scariest part of the pandemic, right? I mean, people were literally getting into fistfights at Target over toilet paper, which says so much about how spoiled we are as Americans. Like, none of us thought we were gonna starve to death. But crusty asshole, oh, that was a fear. That was a real fear. Like, the supermarkets never ran out of food. They always had food. The only things they were out of were cleaning supplies and TP. My parents thought this was the most ridiculous thing. My parents both survived almost starving to death in the middle of the Korean War. So they were like, what's with the toilet paper? Do people know that if you shit in your house, you can just jump in the tub and wash your asshole? I'm like, whoa, Mom and Dad. We are not a third world country. We don't wash our butts. Are you crazy? No, we get into fist fights at Target like civilized people. I totally got caught up in it. I got caught up in the TP panic. I was down to my last roll of Charmin and I freaked out. I drove down to the hood. I trekked down to like little Guatemala. And I found a tiny little bodega and they had toilet paper. But you know what? It was in Espanol. Sí. I snatched up cuatros rolos de papel higienico. And I learned something very interesting about Spanish language toilet paper. A lot of the times, it's scented. Right at the top of my cuatros rolos, right at the top, it says, aroma de manzanilla. Which I Google translated, it means scent of chamomile. I had bought chamomile-flavored toilet paper, which was disappointing because my asshole prefers a nice Earl Grey. Because it was so stressful. The pandemic was so stressful. I was grinding my teeth so badly, and I learned how bad it had gotten when I finally made my way back to the dentist. My dentist, by the way, is a 70-year-old Palestinian man, so he's seen some shit. And he's like, oh, Helen. You are grinding your teeth. Grinding. I can tell because your jaw muscles are huge. Guys, I'm jacked in the face. Of all the muscle groups that I wish were ripped on my body, not my abs, not my biceps, no, I have a yoked head. I was once invited to a dry wedding. What the fuck? What? Why? What is the point of going to a wedding except to get shit-faced for free? That's the only reason why we go to weddings. I get invited to this wedding. It turns out both sets of parents are evangelical Christians, so no booze at this wedding. And I'm like, they don't even pull that move in the Bible. Jesus Christ was at a wedding that ran out of wine, and he was like, this is unacceptable. No. We've got to do something about this. The Virgin Mary sprinted up to him and was like, Jesus, get your father on the phone. If he can knock me up out of nowhere, he can get some wine back at this wedding. This was the first miracle Jesus Christ ever performed. Before he walked on water, before he brought anybody back from the dead. Priority number 1, restocking the bar. He was like, wait, what? We're out of wine? Oh, shit's about to get miraculous up in this bitch. Can you imagine how good that wine must have been that Jesus turned from water? Can we assume that the J-Man was a dope-ass sommelier? The Son of God is not turning water into Franzia. And how lucky would you be to be the couple whose wedding it was? Everybody's talking about your wedding. Your wedding! The food! The wine! Who did your catering? And you're like, the Messiah. Wow. You should see how far that guy could stretch 2 fishes and a loaf of bread. Woo! What a savior. I had a lot of personal changes during the pandemic. I had a baby. Thank you. Okay, I should be honest. I didn't physically have a baby. Okay, I didn't. Yikes! No, no. Ugh. No. Baby having is not a thing that I do. No. This womb is purely decorative. Okay, the only eggs getting action in here are Cadbury cream. Yeah. I have Plan B in a Pez dispenser next to my bed. It's Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd gives me Plan B. So how did Plan B Pez bitch end up with a baby? What happened was my sister/roommate decided to have a baby by herself. Yeah, she is what is called a single mother by choice, but because I live with this bitch, that makes me a single mother by no choice. No choice. What a dick move for a roommate, am I right? I mean, I have had shitty roommates. I've had roommates leave dishes in the sink. I have had roommates go through my underwear drawer. This is the first time I've had a roommate have a baby on me. My sister knows she can take advantage of the situation because I'm her sister. She knows I'm not going to be like, yo, good luck with that baby. I'm going to dip to my room, which is right there next to your room. Yeah. My sister fully catfished me. She was like, hey, you're quarantining alone. I'm quarantining alone. What do you think about buying a house together? And I was like, shit, you're the one with the good job and the good credit. I tell dick jokes for a living. Can you imagine me trying to get a mortgage? The banker would be like, so, Miss Hong, what are your assets? I'd be like, I have a really strong jaw. My sister's like, no problem. I will put my name on the mortgage. We'll still split the house 50-50. It'll be great. I'm like, great. We buy the house, we move in. Boom. The second we move in, she's like, surprise, I'm pregnant! This bitch used real estate to get me to be her baby daddy. That is some diabolical shit. Like, I know owning a house is the American dream, but helping you raise your baby, that is a high cost. That is not fair market value. Do you know what I did last night? I sucked tiny snot out of a miniature nostril using a straw and my mouth. Bitch, you're getting the utilities.